Good morning, 3-1 Go Land. It is a little brisk this morning, 41 degrees. And we're starting gravel season. Technically, I've been at it for a little bit, but I haven't had time to film, so here I am. See how this goes in the dark. It's 5 minutes to 4 a.m.
Oh, he's got his hazards on.
We will do a little more once the sun comes up. But I just want to say good morning. For now, in the morning here, it's going to be a little bit hard to see things, but I still wanted to at least check in with you guys. I just got out here towards the dock. I'm going to be pulling in about 3 minutes probably. And we start early, like it's early. Some people probably get up this time every day. I do not. I mean, I do now, but I don't all year round, so. But it's a good job, and we're thankful for it. So, it just means we gotta go to bed early, and like when everyone else is up and around. So. I'll probably try to get some good footage of things that are going on about once every week or so, maybe even more often. We get a boat in, which is what brings the material to us that we haul. And that's interesting to me. I mean, we don't see it often enough, but it's pretty cool to see the large scale operation that they have going on. Kind of hard to see with the light on and tinted windows, so probably won't film as much in the morning. Once in a while I might check in like this, but try to figure out a routine. It's different when I'm over the road because they have all day to talk. Around here there's a lot of CB chatter and in and out of the truck a lot. Now the run I'm on today isn't in and out as much. Normally we'll get in and out of the truck anywhere from, on the low side we'll haul 10 loads. That means we're out and in 20 times, because whenever we dump or unload, we call it dumping, but unload, we have to unload our pup, which is our rear trailer, and then we pull it forward, unhook it, and then we unload our lead, which, yep, you guessed it, that's our front trailer, and then we pull forward, back in, and we're right back to what we call a train again. So I'm rolling the window down so I can see it. It's very dark around here in the dock. So. But heard a noise. I was trying to see what I could hear or see there. But so we're in and out, or out and in, like I said, like 20 times a day, and that's not an exaggeration. That's an actual number. It's twice every load. I'm on the property now, so I'm unbuckling. It's twice every load, and there's days we haul 14 loads. So it's I don't want to say a physically strenuous job by any means, but you do get some exercise, and I'm thankful for that. This run we're on now, we're trying to conserve the material we have so we can keep working for a longer period, since the boat was about 11 days out from the last one. So what that equates to is we're running up to our other location, which is, instead of doing 10 loads a day, we do 4 or 5 because of the distance we're traveling. If we just haul a load there, dump, and come back empty, we can get about 5 rounds in a day. It's an early day. We get out around 9 or 10 hours. Excuse me. But if we get a back haul or a return load, which we did all day yesterday. So we did 4 rounds there and back loaded each way. And I'm not getting into all that. We don't call it a back haul. Whatever. It's a load going back in the direction you came from. It's not meant to be cheap or whatever everyone complains about when they say back haul. It's a return load. We get paid a little extra to go back. So it takes our day and adds quite a bit to the bottom line for us. So we made 4 rounds yesterday, and then we were able to make 1 short haul like we normally do for our typical run, where we run 10 to 12, 14 loads a day. So that being said, it was a good day yesterday. Looking forward to today as well. We are parked. Loader operator usually is supposed to be here at 4:30. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. He is more often than he's not, but he wasn't yesterday. So good morning, sugar, and thank you for getting up and making coffee for me. I really appreciate it, and my lunch. I'm gonna attempt to let the CB play when we're talking like this, because this is what we hear all day. It's kind of loud, but I hear the guys talking. They're starting to show up behind me. Normally Casey's the first truck in the day. He's always a couple minutes ahead of me. Not because I'm late or anything, but well, I could be sometimes. But he parks the truck at my house. We usually run out together. He just drives a couple of miles an hour faster than me and gets here a couple minutes sooner. So, but he didn't get a lunch this morning, so he had to stop and grab something. And then I was able to get ahead of him. So here we are, waiting to get loaded. I will check in. I'm gonna just kind of enjoy some quiet time in the dark, and I appreciate you guys coming along for this ride with me. I'm excited about the day. As I was going over the video that Chum put together for me last night for the race last weekend, I noticed a couple things. One is I'm just so thankful for all the people. We had so many different videos and angles of, I say the same run, but of the same situation or same run each time, that Chum said he had to go through so many. There was some duplicate, triplicate, quadruples of the same thing. Some of them were exactly the same. Some of them were close and different and in a nice change. But it was, as I sit here this morning and kind of just reflect on the weekend, it makes me humble to think of how many people, they're not just there for me, I know that, but how many people in my inner circle that took the time to pull their phones out and record it and then send it to me so that we had stuff to show you guys. And I use it for Monday morning quarterbacking. So thank you guys, all of you, my family and my friends that come along with me, and I don't want to say follow me around, because it's not meant to be that way, but stand beside me and go through that experience with me. And there's a lot that goes on from the weeks prior to a race to getting the car loaded and in the trailer and up to the track and then out of the trailer and just all those things. It's amazing to me, and I'm thankful. So thank you, family and friends. I love you all. All right, as I was saying, and there's going to be interruptions, so I know you guys are probably okay with that, and you don't mind the CB chatter, and I don't either, but it does distract me of my thoughts. So I just got loaded, and I will show you more. Again, it's hard to see in the dark here. I will show you more what's going on when the light comes on, when the sun's up, that kind of thing. But talking about the race cars, if I hadn't have brought the car up, and if we hadn't have thrashed all day Friday, and tried to fire it. I don't know if we'd have got it running Saturday. And if we didn't get it running Saturday, we might not have had a chance to run it. And at the very least, get a couple passes in. That was what I wanted to do. Now, maybe the issues that we had were caused by my own lack of, my seatbelt just came unbuckled. That's weird. By my own lack of doing things properly. I don't know. The time will come soon when I have Travis over and we do go through what needs to happen, or what happened rather, so we know what needs to happen to fix it. We popped the burst panels on the blower, and they're both on the blower. One's on the front, one's on the side, but it's a safety feature for that blower when you go into a lean condition, and it causes excess amount of boost when that happens. The way I understand it, I'm not as good at that kind of stuff as Travis. I'm hoping that he will explain it and let me record it. He wants to come over tomorrow morning about 5 o'clock in the morning, and if that's going to happen, I'll see if I can go into work a little bit late and just work 3/4 of the day, and that way I can be there when he's over working on it. If not, we'll figure something else out. But I thought we were lean on the second pass. We ran a 272. I cannot find the slip for it, so I don't know. I can't give you exact numbers, but I believe it was a 2.72 at about 105 miles an hour, I think. And if you followed along, or you know what that car's capable of, I'll just explain it like this. The Grinch, which is a 325 car, 3.25 seconds, the time it takes to travel 300 feet on that is what we run. That car goes anywhere from like 98 mile an hour to like 105. That's the range I've seen over the last 4 years of running that car. So for 270 pass to go 110, that's slow, mile per hour wise, very slow. That car has been 147 mile an hour in the 300 foot that we run, and at other tracks rather, and at Silver Lake or Silverback we've had it, I think I've seen 127, maybe 130. I might be off on that. Don't shout me down for it. I don't have details in front of me, and I'm driving a 164,000 pound truck right now, so my brain's only partly on talking to you, and the rest of it's on navigating these roads that we're on, so bear with me. Anyway, that being said, so to go 272, which, by the way, I think was really close to one of the records we broke last year at a different track at Gravel or Cleves. To go 272 and only 100 and some miles an hour, it means okay, let me back up. For those of you drag racers, mute me out because you don't want to hear this. For people that don't know, because there are a lot of people in my family and friends that don't really know all the details and the science behind drag racing. In a racetrack, the last 10 feet of the track, they measure the time it takes you to break the beam at the 290 foot, and then you break the finish line beam at 300. The time it takes there is what measures your mile per hour. That is how we get those numbers. The elapsed time, or the ET, is from the minute you move from the starting line to across the finish line. That's the 2.72 in this story. The mile per hour, that 102 or 105 or whatever it was, that is measured in the last 10 foot of the run. If it's down and I ran as fast as that 272, that means I am pulling out on a busy road. Pause, please. I mean, bear with me. I'm going to keep saying that probably. Okay, that means the car was no longer accelerating at the last 10 feet of the run. So it's safe to say we were actually coasting or slowing down, because we should have been doing 120 between 120 and 130 mile an hour on that run. That being said, it wasn't a full potential run with that car because of the burst panel going. Now, I thought it went at the end of the run, and the more we watch the videos, the more we realize it went somewhere between 150 feet and 200 feet. So let's just give it the benefit of the doubt. If it popped at the 200 foot mark, we coasted 90 feet, slowing down the whole way, right? Because there's no acceleration. When the blower's not making air, the car's not running. So it's literally idling or it's off by then. So we coasted 90 feet to slow down to 105. I'm gonna call it 105 until I can get with the track and see if we can get a copy of that ticket. I'm pretty sure I could ask Chum to look it up for me. Or we could just go back in one of the videos. But for the car to slow down for 90 feet and still be going 105 mile an hour, we were on a pass. That's what I'm trying to say. The car was moving. It didn't wheelie real hard in that pass from what I remember. So I'm trying to explain that it was still running good. The car was making power, and it was probably, I can't guess. It might have been a 60 pass. If we ran a 72, that means it could have been a 69 real easily. And it could have been faster. It could have been a 50 again. It's the same tune-up we ran before to run those 250s. To actually set the track record at 251. Yes, by the way, in case you guys didn't know, that car holds the track record now at 3 different tracks. This is not a bragging moment, just kind of a factual communication between myself and the rest of the world, because there's been some discrepancy on that. But according to Silverback Off-Road, and I believe World Sand Drag News is on board with that. I know a portion of those guys are, but that car holds the track record at 3 different tracks. So if anybody wants to run against me, I know I'm not the fastest guy in the world. I got a pretty fast car, and I'm just a guy in there that lets go of the clutch at the right time. So it's really not me, but I want to run my car, and I'm not going to run my mouth about it. So we're going to race whenever we can race. I want to race every day. Every day I'd love to go racing. So if somebody wants to call BS or whatever, I say, get your car out and let's run them. I'm never going to have a car that will run a record pass every time we take it out. And we haven't had that car out since last fall, and changed a major thing. The fuel pump's a major deal. To change that and could run 282 off the trailer, and then 270 or 284, I'm sorry, and then 272. I'm pretty happy with that. Other people can say, wow, the car slowed down. Well, look at the facts. You can watch on a dirt car when I lifted the throttle, or when the burst panel went in that case. And I chopped the throttle as soon as the thing popped, and the dirt stopped shooting out the back. So you know I'm off the throttle on those. So take it for what you want there, but he is the mean one. And I guess I'm babbling on for a very small point. I'm really happy that we went and thrashed all day Friday, thrashed on it Saturday morning, and made a couple passes, because now we know we're three passes into our season now, and we know more than we knew last Friday morning. So could we have done things better? I know I could have done things better. I could have had the car more prepared. I didn't. I'm so thankful for those guys that spent the entire day helping me. Todd, he came over there and he worked on my car while I had to run back. We got up there and literally started unloading the car before I even brought Sugar to the camper to unload our food stuff. So at one point I had to be like, hey guys, do you mind if I zip home real quick? Not home, but to my campsite, drop her off, get everything we need unloaded and come back. So everybody was super helpful. And again, I am thankful. I could not do this without the help of all the people that know and love me, I guess. And I love all of them, my friends and family. John Sorg, he's always there, right there, ready to help me. I called him or texted him Monday morning. I'm like, hey, can you help me unload the car tonight after work? First thing there, as soon as he got out of work, he was over and we were unloading the car and pulling the valve covers, and we found some issues that Travis will probably verify tomorrow. And we're just gonna make sure we didn't hurt it. I guess there's a potential of popping a head gasket, so we want to just verify that none of that happened. And if everything looks good on the leak down test, we're gonna run the valves. I'm gonna wash the car, get it cleaned up, and it's gonna be ready to go wherever we go next. I would like to go to Outlaw, which is our spring race down in Cleves, Ohio. It's the King of the Outlaw series. It's the first race of the series this year. We were hoping to have the new car done, but it's going to be a little while. I want to do that right and make it beautiful and fast and all that fun stuff. So we can turn the mean one down. He's built for better things than a 295, but it's a lot of fun racing with those guys. 295, I think I've told you guys this before, but that is the breakout time or the max ET time of the King of the Outlaw class. Top Eliminator is also the name of it. So TE. But we, sorry. And I see cars pull out to the road and almost run right out in front of me. I get a little nervous. Doing 55 mile an hour down a 2-lane road in the dark with the light on in here. So I feel safe. I'm not unsafe doing this, but I'm just trying to be cautious. But anyway, we're allowed to go as fast as we can up to 2.95. We go faster than that, or our ET's any slower than that. 294, 9999 is an automatic lose. So we can tune the mean one. He's very lethal on the 295 class, or the Top Eliminator. I want to make sure I say that consistently right. So it's a little bit more work to turn him down and make him go slower. It's not just a matter of lifting the gas pedal a little bit, or we're not hitting switches. It's not just a keystroke in the computer. There's some work that is involved, and it's not bad. And we still like running them like that. So I am toying with the idea of going. We kind of told the crew we weren't gonna travel to the Spring Outlaw race, but I had so much fun with those guys, and we actually were tied for, I've said this before and I don't want to say it wrong, but we were in the top 5 of the series for points last year. And if we'd have went one more round, we would have been tied for number 1 and had to have a race off like they did in the fall. But we missed it because I lost. But that's 3 weeks from now. This weekend, kind of a big event happening in my life. Next weekend, we go to Martin 131 Dragway and we race the Village Motorsports Camaro. I work on that crew. Greg Price is the crew chief. He gives me the honor of being co-crew chief with him. And we have a great group of guys that we work with and turn that car around every pass. We're out there thrashing on that thing, and I love being part of that. It does make my schedule busy because I'm trying to make my own race car go down the track and also help with that one. But they do most of the work, honestly. They work on it all winter and during the week. I'm thankful for the opportunity to be there on Friday and Saturday. So we're going to do that. I don't know what the race is called. I think Torque Storm is putting it on. But we're going to go out there and give it our best shot again. Jimmer is driving the car again this year, I believe. And we are busy that weekend. That's what I was getting at. So after this weekend, I'm not sure what we're talking about this weekend on here yet. I got to talk to Sugar and see But we got a big thing happening on Friday this week, May 2. And then next week is Martin 131 Dragway, Raceway Park, whatever they call it now. Just got on the highway, so I'm just checking my gauges and looking in my mirrors and lights and all that. So. And then the following weekend is Spring Outlaw Race. So I am trying to decide if we can budget the money. We've had some sponsors come on board last year and gave us a little bit of money, and we spent most of it on the car and on merch, and we recovered quite a bit. And we've had a couple of them say, hey, we want to help out again this year. So I'm working on, or waiting for that to happen. We were going to spend it on merch, so we had merch to bring with us, but we also think we might use that money to go down there. It's expensive to run a top alcohol car. I don't know if I want to get into numbers right now, but there might come a time when we do a video about expenses and stuff, but I don't want it to be about that, because we do it because we love it. And some guys have a collection or things like that. I have race cars. I don't collect them. I own them and I run them. That's what I'm doing with them. But so if the sponsors and the people that have agreed to help out come on board again and follow through with what they say, then we'll have a little bit of money to work with. We're trying to get more. I'm actually going to go after I'll just leave it with that. We're working on some things, and when I get more details, I'll share them with you guys. But probably gonna go to Outlaw, as long as it's not gonna interfere with work too much. If I could take one day off to go, I could probably swing that. I can't take weeks off this summer. I'm taking a week off next week, and that has to be it for a while. So if we can make it to Outlaw, and if we can make a good showing there, man, I want to win one of those events so bad. There are 20 or 25 top shelf cars, crews, drivers, whatever you want to call them, and I am absolutely honored to race with them. They're all great people. I'm pretty sure there's maybe some new ones this year that I don't know, but the ones that I've raced with before, pretty sure anything I ask, they would give me, loan me, help me, in the same way for me to them. I'm in the same, I love being in that group with them. So just having the honor to race against those people is amazing. So to win an event like that would be kind of on my top of my list for, I don't want to say bucket list, but goals for this year. I've always wanted to win the series. I've only raced in it 3 times, and we got close last year. Not close to winning, but we were in the top 5, so that was pretty amazing. But yeah, so hopefully everything works out. We can go do that. I got word from my crew guy that kind of is my crew chief. He's able to make it last minute. His boss is going to give him time off. John will be there. He's our starter. Sugar, of course, will always be there when I'm there. And that's not an arrogant saying. That's just because I have confidence in her. We'll have a handful of people. I don't know who's all going to go, but definitely would love for Travis to come with us. Be in the car. It's a new setup for the car, but we won't have it on kill there because we're going to probably pull so much power out of it that it will look like a lazy turd going down the track. But when we do it, it's a fairly consistent lazy turd to make it go 295. I'm on my way into Grand Rapids, and we're coming from the lake shore. And I know I showed you guys my gravel trains, the super train last last video we put out. So we're just tooling down the road, 65 miles an hour. That's the speed limit here in Michigan. 164-ish thousand pound gross. Maybe a little under, I don't know. We don't weigh them. The loader has a scale in it. We know how much he puts in the trailer, and we know how much I weigh. The truck weighs empty, so we kind of just work in that parameter. But anywho, that was about all I had on the Outlaw. I love the King of the Outlaw, Cody Trice, and his family, Dave and Glenna. We love the Ellingtons, Mike and Kathy. I don't have a lot of experience talking to the Farwicks, but they're class act people. The Gums, amazing people. My homie, Blake Cole, he doesn't race in our class yet. I think they're working on building a car. I've been at least bugging him to build a car for the King of the Outlaws, but he's the reason I go travel. I would never have even known about this stuff if he wouldn't have invited me and bugged me to go and got me all hyped up about it. So the Wilsons, Steels, all those guys, I don't want to miss anybody, but trainers. We have so much fun going to those tracks because those guys are a family of racers, and they're no BS people. Like, in some areas, there's a lot of BS. People get their feelings hurt. People always, they think they're racing for $1 million. I mean, guys, we race for hundreds of dollars. It's not a lot of money. Last weekend, first place was $1,200, $1,250. Would have been real nice to have to throw in the racing account. I think I won $1,600 last year at one race. I mean, that's good money. It's not nothing, but we're not racing for $1 million. There's no reason people have to be pissy and rude to each other over that. So I love going to that track. Those guys are great, and we're hoping for a good showing. So I'm gonna shut this dome light off so I can kind of get comfortable before I get into town. I like to see what's going on around me. So again, this will be a lot of check-ins on this video, but I did not make content last week, and I'm regretting it because we're down to, this is my only video I'll have in the queue for next week Sunday. So I'll do better. I'm trying to improve on things. I'm trying to get better at editing. We're trying to get better equipment. Slowly but surely, I'm going to learn from people that know what they're doing, and I'm going to make this channel great. So, one exciting thing. I am so happy. We made it to 100 subscribers. I screenshotted it because someday when I hit to 1 million or whatever my top number is someday, I'm going to remember this moment because 100 subscribers got me that much closer to being monetized and got me that much closer to wherever I end up. So every one of you guys mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. The only way this channel will grow is by people that like watching it, care about me, and want to share it. So thank you for that. Please continue to help grow it. The more subscribers we get, the closer we get to, not saying we're going to make much money at it, but it's going to go into the Mean One Racing, and we're going to continue to make that better. Oh, forgot. Insert picture here. The Mistress. Sugar and I bought a bigger sleeper for this because in a few years we want to go on the road and travel together and do some of our oversized loads and even reefer trailer loads together. And this sleeper's a little small, so I bought an 86-inch studio, and Sugar's been cleaning, I've been working, everybody's been kind of chipping in, and we brought it to paint about 3 weeks ago, and I saw a video last night, I'll probably pop that in here too, excuse me, of the roof cap getting painted. He's painting it in sections to make it easier on himself, but it'll be painted probably this week, so very exciting. The Mistress is going to get its new bedroom on the back, and hopefully I'll have Bonnie up and running so I can run Bonnie while we work on this truck. This truck is a little bit long, the wheelbase is, for what we do, but it's set up to run these kind of loads, and Bonnie isn't quite set up there yet. I'm working on it. She's been in the barn since we got back from Matt's. So anyway, that was just some exciting news. Hope you guys are enjoying this so far. Well guys, I didn't start you at the best time, but I will get you back when we're at the dock now that it's daylight. I just wanted to see how things sound with my window down and with the microphone, make sure we're still doing a good job here. This is kind of a cool little journey. We go down under the drawbridge here in Grand Haven, and then back around so we can get on 31 North. But made it to Grand Rapids, dumped, reloaded, came back to Utica, dumped, Grand Haven, and reloaded again. And now we're headed back for a second round. And I'm going to try to do some more forward-facing video so you don't have to look at my ugly mug all morning. But it's beautiful out here. I love being by the water. This is the Grand River. There's one of the marinas right in front of us there. And just a nice area to be in. Fridays are super fun around here. I don't know, it just makes my spirits higher when we're working by all this water, and like it's just kind of a high energy area to me with Coast Guard Festival. I used to have a boat, so it's exciting to be out here. I don't know, Grand Haven's a nice city. I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but this road is so rutted out. They redid it a couple years back. It's been like 5 years now. But I think some of these guys ride in the exact same spots every day, and I try to straddle it because the weight we haul so we don't wreck the road. But Casey's truck last night. So Darlene got a bath, but the mistress did not. So looking forward to having it clean and be able to see out my windows again. I could wash them at the pool stop today when I stop. I probably will. Radio. Spring Lake is a nice little town. Not much here. McDonald's, gas station or two. This is, I guess, what you'd call downtown Spring Lake. Again, it's always been fun going through here because when I had a boat, this is where we'd stop to get some stuff on the way out to the marina. So, good memories. If you can hear that squeaking, I am sorry. And it's about more than I can handle, but my stack bracket is so noisy the last couple of days. I shot it with oil twice yesterday. It didn't make a difference. Normally, it only does that when it's raining. But I think the bushing's more out. I need to order a new one because I don't like it. It's very annoying. Check back in when I get to the dump site. Welcome back, 3-1 goers. We are in East Pit, it's called. We're gonna dump some dolomite, or is this slag? I don't remember, honestly. It's probably slag. It's 21 AA is the number for this material. As they say. But I should have showed you this morning how dark it is pulling. There's not a single light except for headlights of my own and the ones the loader has on it. And they were nice enough to put their lights on the area I was backing into, so that was super nice. This is what we get to do each round.
D28 to Georgetown.
Go around the debris. There's typically some metal laying out.
Yeah, American, you're good.
The crusher makes a mess, and then if you don't clean up real well afterward, it stays a mess. So we lost a bunch of tires last year right through this very spot. Now I've looked it over. I see lots of metal, but I'm told it's not really there, so I must just be blind or something, imagining it. But we're going to keep running. If it starts costing us money, we'll have conversations and hopefully be able to make it work out. I love the company I work for here, and thoroughly am thankful and enjoy the work. So it's not meant to be a complaint or a negative thing. It's just one of the things where just a little effort would go a long ways, and I've offered to come help clean up, but I'm told they're working on it, so I'm just gonna trust in their word. I have a family member that works there, and he's an honest guy, and if he gives me his word they're doing something, I'm gonna believe it.
Charlie to 5 EML.
Trust but verify, I believe, is what they say in the government, because certainly can't trust the government. Maybe we'll have to verify, but not comparing them to the government at all. Just would like to know that everything is copacetic and we're not ruining $1,000 a piece tires. It's kind of a bummer. So, but we're dumping the pup right now. I'm not going to take you guys with me today because I'm trying to stay on the schedule, but I will work on finding a way to carry the camera without having to carry the camera. That way you can just ride along. But we're dumping the pup, and then I'll probably pause it, jump out, unhook, dump my lead. You'll see the process for scale. We're going to scale in over here every round, get an empty weight.
empty.